Okay, let's get started. Let's get sewing. Let's get creating here. All right. I don't need this at the moment. And I don't need all of this. So I'm going to actually put all this. Let's just, you know, have all this food in here, but it did at one time, and I used some of this, so I think I have less. I don't think I have less. I think it just multiplies and continues to grow. Let's put all of this in here. Let's get rid of that. It is just getting everywhere. And then cut a bunch of blocks. So we will just store this over. Take my boards. Just set this up right there for right now. Okay, let's get rid of that. All right. So good evening. I'm here in my home studio. We're going to work on some of the blocks for the possibilities quilt. I'm still working on month one. Definitely not going through this too quickly. I had to wait for some of my colors to come in. So now we need dark green, orange, dark green, orange, and purple, dark purple. So we use some of those. I think we need some for other things too, but that's what we're going to use right now. We need pins and we need paper. Let me see if oh, there's my papers. Okay, we need to make. Well, you know what? We'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I need to make more photos of that, but that's okay. So the first thing I'm going to do before I forget is to turn my stitch length down to 1.5. That's what we're going to do first. Just rotate this a little bit. Just trying to keep that separate from that. Okay. So what we're going to do first is we're going to rip the tops off. So we don't need this top of the paper. It's just anyway. So rip those off. You can use them for scraps or throw them out or whatever you want to do them. They're yours. You can do whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our square. And we're going to do the same thing to this one. So what we're doing, I can't show you all of, it's not a free pattern and I can't show you this stuff, but we're going to make 2 like this. So we've already made 2. They're over there. You can see them there, one there and one there. We've already made those ones. Now we're going to make these 2. Okay, so what we need to do is this is purple on the side, green in the center, and orange at the bottom. So let's just start. We're going to do fold it. I'm going to fold it. I'll get my little glue stick. I don't know if it's there or if it's my little glue stick. I don't know what I did with my glue stick. I put it in the drawer. No. It's not there. Maybe it's right here. It's not over there. It's not over there. It's just ran away. Maybe. No. No. I don't know what I do with my little glue stick. That's okay. I'll just have to put it. It's fine. I don't know. Well, maybe it'll pop up. Okay. As we create, maybe it'll show up. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our green piece because that's the center here. That's green. So wrong side against the paper, right side facing up. Lay that piece down. Oh, maybe my glue. Oh, there's my glue stick. I found it. Told you I would show up. Okay, I'm gonna do another one. We're gonna actually all of these are done the exact same way. So this is a sew along. This is not the sew along. I'm just gonna sew these, but you can always join in the sew along. It's around the first of the month. We'll sew these the next section together. You do need to buy the Pattern Possibilities by Charisma Horton so that you can make this lovely quilt. I think it's a $35 pattern, so you can join in on that. That's really fun. Oh, I'm sorry. You could see what I was doing. Okay, so I am just creasing all the lines. So I want the green to cover this middle section here, and all 8 of these, because there's 2, I have to make 2. They're all made the exact same way. So I figure, why not just do them all at the same time? Get them done. So if I can get this done, then I can sew something else. So maybe some of those blocks I cut up earlier today. So this is a gentle foundation paper piecing. Not everything in this quilt is foundation paper, but some of it is. Again, right side up, wrong side on the paper. We just have to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of them, because we need 4 sections per block. And I figure do it all at the same time, and then nothing will get messed up or confused, or I won't. This one's a little easier than the last one I did. That one had, it was a little tricky. This one is purple on both sides. It'll be super easy to put together. So I don't have to worry about if I'm doing it the right way. This is a really nice dark green. It's hunter green. Some of the colors that I'm using are Kona solids. Some are others. It just depends. Some are from my stash. I didn't have enough. I thought I had every color from my stash, and I thought I could use back quarters. I don't know why I thought I could use back quarters, but I could not. It's yarn. This is a yarn quilt, not for anything else. Not for pre-cuts. Definitely not for pre-cuts. So I had all my fabric pre-cut prior to coming on to sew with you. I cut those out, I don't know when, a couple days ago. So you can always get the pattern and sew along if you wish. It is a block of the month, so I'm just following the block of the month. If you desire, you could simply, sew the whole thing together. You don't have to do it as a block of them. But that's how we're sewing it here. You have the whole month to sew all your pieces together. So I'll show you how to do some of it at the beginning of the month, and then I'll come back on and sew some more if I don't get everything sewn in that one class, like I'm doing today. And then you're kind of on your own to get it done. And there's no right or wrong. You take as long as you need to get these things done. Okay, so now we have the green on all of them. Maybe you can move this knot out of the way just because it's just too much right in the way. Okay. Need a little bit of breathing room here. So I only use the glue on the one piece, then I pin everything. So now it's just to hold that piece there. So now we're going to start with 2. Do them in order. Sometimes, like this case, it doesn't matter as much, but in some cases you need to really follow the numbers. What are you making with paper piecing? I am making the Possibilities quilt. This is a sew along. We're doing a sew along. So every month we're going to come together beginning of the month, the first week sometime, and sew the next section. I'll show you how to do it. It's more of a, this is how I'm sewing it together. It's by Charisma Horton, and you can purchase the pattern and sew along. You're not far behind. It is a block of the month that is set up that way. And you're free to join. Join me and others who are sewing along because it's super fun. It will be. Okay. So then you're going to take your purple, you're going to line it up on your green. I'm just going to grab my pins, and you're going to pin it away from, I always pin on the paper side, and I pin away from the stitch line, making sure everything's lined up. So that one's ready to go. Let's do the next one. This is going to take a little bit more time to do all the prep. I'm doing all 8 sections, all sections for 2 blocks in one shot here. I do like this at a 1/4 inch ruler. Definitely takes a lot of the brain work out of it, because I don't have to think. I just fold and cut, which works great for me. Oops, it's too big. I'm not using any kind of special pin. I'm just using a sharp, thin pin, not a thick pin, very thin and sharp. I need to cut them. Can't chain piece with foundation. I mean, just sew one and then the other. So that's one thing I don't like about it so much. But you can also watch these, rewatch these on our YouTube channel, Quilts for Survivors. Check that out. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Vanessa. I am located in Eastern Ontario, Canada, and this is my home studio. This is where I come to you live. Not always. Sometimes I come live from our Quilts for Survivors studio, but tonight I'm here coming to you live from my house. The kids are home. My hubby's watching TV. I'm gonna have to get the kids ready for a bath soon. And I just, after supper, I just felt like I needed to just come and sew a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. Coming to sew, coming to hang out, just, relaxing and enjoying, the early evening here. I don't want to stay up too late, so this works for me. I can get a little bit, if I can get these both done before I get too tired, that would be amazing. I can get both of these blocks. So there's 8. This makes 2 blocks. It's essentially a 4 patch. You're making 4 units per block, and then you just sew it together. So section 1 is the dark green. In this case, there's 3 different blocks, 2 of each, so 6 total that we need for the quilt. And have you decided if you want a bath or a shower? Showers are faster, but if you want a bath, we got to get the water ready now. Okay, then we don't have to do it right away. We can play for, huh? What? You can do a shower or a bath, but if you want a bath, we have to do it now because it's starting to get late. Okay. And you can play a little bit. Well, that might be, I think that's okay. So we just match it up. And then we're going to stitch on this side, on the paper side. So there's another one. So this is on YouTube if you go over there and want to check it out. They're unedited. It's just recorded live for you. So you see if I make a boo-boo, make an error. So essentially what we're making is this. So these aren't made incorrectly. I accidentally messed up. That's okay. Live and learn, This is my first time making this. I've never made it before. I'm learning right along with everybody else. So pin it. Okay. This is a pattern again by Charisma Horton. It's not my pattern. I'm not a designer. I'm just making it. And I can teach. And then I changed my stitch length to 1.5. I'm just making sure nothing is crazy here. So you start a little bit before, stitch a little bit after, right? On. You have to cut your threads. It's done. Now we're going to do the next one. So we're just going to keep going through all 8 of them. Now this might be a little overwhelming for some, but how and now we're going to do this one. I did change my stitch length on one point. I'm using whatever needles in there. I don't know what that's. You get to 80. This is the Possibilities Quilt by Charisma Dory. Like saying, "Picky cutting." If not, sorry. I think I got it on Etsy. Try not for that. It's stuck to my finger. Okay, now I'm gonna do another one. So I'm doing all 8 sections at one time. I think it'll go fast. Huh? Oh. No, not yet. Do you want to take a shower? Do you want a bath? Okay. Wallace, that basket has laundry in it for you. That's charged. Well, it's dead. No, the other side was charging it's charging the whole time. I had to change my camera. No, it's not. No electronics right now. You can have it first tomorrow. I'll charge it overnight. No whining. I asked you if you wanted, you said no. It's fine. Take that basket downstairs, put your laundry away. Bring up clean pajamas and underwear so you can. I want to clean pajamas. Okay. Then bring that basket down. That basket there. That gray one. Oh, I see it. Please bring that downstairs. Do you want to take your shower now? Okay, then go put that basket away. Bring up your laundry, your clean stuff, and then we'll get you in the tub. You can start with tap water. Quick. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and I'll show you here. I'll leave this out so you can see it. There's the possibilities, but I'll be right back. Quick, Wallace. Not being quiet. Oh, I know he's screaming. Go ahead. Silly doesn't. Make sure you put your toys away when you're done. I know. Okay. Are you okay? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
But so there's not that.
What stairs?
Just like down there, but it was just
The basement ones?
no, the metal front ones. It was just like 2 steps up.
Oh, okay. So we're back. We're back. Hi, everyone. Oh, all right. So next step, take out all of the pins. I have a little pin. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a little pin container there. I don't think you can see it. That I'm throwing the pins in. So I'm not just throwing them anywhere. And then now we're going to go over to the iron. Now, sometimes I've seen people who do foundation paper, they say don't use an iron. I use an iron. I don't have any issues using an iron. So I'm just going to roll it back, press just the seam, and I don't touch any of the paper. So we're going to go iron all of these suckers. You can kind of see me over there ironing, kind of. Not really, but you can kind of see. So I'm just going to roll it back. So then this is what you get. That's really dark green. Is that supposed to be light green? No. Hang on a second. No, it says dark green. Their green isn't very dark. Mine is really dark. The picture doesn't show it very dark, but that's okay. Mine is very dark. It's really dark. Again, not really touching the paper, just pressing. And these will be almost done. These are going to be quick and easy. The other one I had to think. I had to make each one different. Each one of the sections was different. This one's nice because each section is made exactly the same. So there's not much thought process involved in this because it's quick and easy. Okay. There's another one. So I'm making 2 blocks with 4 sections each, so I made 8. We're only getting 2 blocks out of all this work. Don't overfill the tub, love. Okay, so now we have something in section 1 and something in section 2. Now we're going to go on to section 3, which is the same color, purple. So section, actually, let's pull this card over. I can put these here. I'm going to press it back. So fold it on the crease on that line. Then we're going to take our 1/4 inch ruler, 1/4 inch away, take our purple, remember right sides together. With solids, it doesn't really matter too much because it is solid. Sometimes you can tell. And then we're just going to pile them up here and get ready to sew them. So let's do the next one. Lay it down, make sure everything is laying flat. Fold it back. If you have some where the stitches are, you can just pull it a little bit. It's not going to hurt anything. So fast. Take our purple, we'll line it up on that cut line there. And then we'll stick it in there like that. Now let's do another one. I'm just going to do all 8 of them this way. It's not, so you can see here, this is not overly difficult. We'll turn it down. Right back. Get in there before it gets overflowing. Okay. I'm going to trim that. I'm going to line that up. Pin it. This is how I do it. You might do it differently. Other people might do it differently. Find a way that's comfortable for you to do it. But oh my gosh, it makes really nice, accurate block. Trim that. So we're gonna take this piece, lay it down like that. That pin is way too big for that. Okay, find somewhere else to put that pin. It's just too big. Too long. Okay, so here we go. Wallace, get in the tub. Wallace. Okay, not too much water there, buddy. Again, just lining it up. Getting it into place. And the next one. So if you're just joining, hello, good evening. We are making the possibilities quilt. I started this last week, I guess. Just never got around to making any more blocks. And I was waiting for some fabric. I thought I had all the colors in my stash, and I didn't. Now I have all the colors, so I don't think she says what colors to use. Like the colors are not a specific fabric, from what I can tell. From what I can tell, it's just use a solid. Use whatever brand of solid you like, or that you have on hand. Wallace, that's probably enough water. So I'm at home in my sewing space, in my sewing studio. I have 2 young kids here, dog, cat, partner, all those wonderful things. Oh, I think I need another purple. I didn't cut enough purple. Oh my gosh. I'm going to check to make sure I didn't put 2 together, because I'm pretty sure I cut accurately. So let's see. Maybe I made a boo-boo. Wallace, I said that was enough. Nope, there's no double. I guess I just need another purple. Oh, I guess it's from the oh no, I have another purple here. Wallace, I said that was enough. Oh, I found another purple. They were over here. I didn't count them when I cut them. I just grabbed them. Wallace, I said that's enough. Okay, so now we're gonna do this. Super fun. So I'm sewing, I'm being a mom, I'm doing all the things that you need to do. Dinner was great. Dinner went over really well. Everyone liked it, so that was bonus. What else? Clean up was easy because I didn't do it. And then we got lunches made, and that's great. So always good when we can work together to get things done. It's always great. So one thing we can do, last time I just piled them up and had taken the pins out after that. One thing we can do is we can cut it, we can pull that pin right away and set it over here to be ironed. So like making sure that this lays flat, because sometimes they have bent over on me, and then I have to, take it apart. I just have to make sure that that doesn't happen. Let's make our down. Next one. There's only 3 seams on these, so try to that. Then before I sew it together, I'm going to rip off. Some people don't, but I find it a pain. Leave the tape on. And you cannot chain piece these. You'd have to sew all, like, just sew so much each time. You can't really do it. It's not ideal. So it's in the line. You can go forward. One at a time. That's like that. This is a really, really long pin. Just take it out. It's really long. Okay. I'm just using a cream thread. I didn't change my thread to anything else. Seems great. Okay. I'm gonna set that timer just so I can tell them wash. Otherwise, I'll forget about it, and then they'll be like, "Wash it, go to wash." All right, so right on that line, as fast as we can. This is a 1/4 inch foot. There is like a little gap in between, so I can see that line going in. So it's pretty accurate, I think. And I stitch a little bit after. Couple of stitches before, couple of stitches after. I found it cut. It's didn't cut it all the time yet. One more. We are making great progress here, folks. This is awesome. Don't forget this is also on our YouTube channel. So like, follow, subscribe, all of those things. So that you know when I come live, busy person, busy mom, and time is precious. And I've also been trying to slow down a little bit. I did get a little bit busy, overly busy. I was doing too much, I think. So I'm trying to slow down and relax a bit more. Rest a little bit. So that's looking really good. It's a really dark green. It's kind of, it almost looks like a gray, but it's a really, really dark green. But I really like it. Again, some of these I did purchase from Mad About Patchwork. We have a really good price on solids. And some of them, a lot of them, more than half of the colors are actually just from my stash. So I don't know if they're Kona, if they're Bella, if they're Northcott, if they're some other random. Some of them are even, I think, just random, whatever they have at Fabric. Or they could even have been given to me, so who even knows? All right, so now we've got all of these done. They all look the same. They look like this on the paper side. They look like this on the fabric side. So this is the right side of this is the block that you'll see in the quilt. This is the wrong side. This is where the seams are. Okay. If you're new to foundation paper piecing, this is a great quilt to start with. Other than you've got to watch your color combos. Other than that, it's pretty good. All right. So now we're going to take our fourth piece and we're going to stick it on. I'm going to trim. We probably don't need to trim all of it. I'm going to trim a 1/4 inch away. I'm going to fold it back. And we're going to place our now orange color on there. And we'll pin it from, the paper side. Give it a pin. Okay. Then we're going to do this. Again, pin it from our paper side. Oops. I'm just going to trim that off. That Place this up here like this. And pin it. You do have to pin. I am not a pinner when it comes to most of my work, but with this one, you do really need to pin. Very, very important that you pin. Otherwise, things are gonna fly around. Keep wanting to throw it in the little one. I forget that I moved my bigger garbage. All right. So there is waste with foundation paper piecing, but the accuracy, the little details that you can get, the tiny little pieces that you can get sewn in there, you can't do that with traditional piecing. It'd be very difficult. So there's a lot of different designs that you can get by doing it this way. And it's definitely super fun. Right. Oh. So again, pressing, holding. Hmm. So far, so good. And then once we sew all of these, press them, trim them, rip the paper off. We can sew our blocks together and we'll have 2 more blocks for January done, which is awesome, awesome. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, hold it back. I almost was going to cut it. I took the paper off. I don't want to do that. Okay. Then add this piece right here. Flip it over. And one more. So welcome. I am working on this lovely quilt here, the Possibilities quilt. It's so pretty. It's going to be wild and crazy to make, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So you can grab your copy and sew along. We'll be doing, it's a block of the month. So I am just working on the same block in different colors that we started back January 2nd, where I made, I'm just going to turn this, those 2 over there. So those 2 over there, that's what I made. And I'm finishing up. There were 6 blocks total, 2 of 3 different colors. And they go in the corner of the quilt. I looked for them. One goes in the bottom right and one goes in the upper left. So I looked, I wanted to know, where do they go? So I checked it out. So just one more set to sew, and that has yellow, white, purple, pink, I think, blues, greens, like yeah. Shoot, I put the wrong thread. All right, so now we're gonna again stitch on between 1 and 4, right on that line. Oops. And now place it for pressing. So it's not trim, but that's kind of what it's gonna look like. Colors look good together. Wallace, there's no need to bang. So that's what I'll leave. One, yeah. Ah, I take the pin out. Now these are all done. Now you can press them with a non-heated pressing tool. I think the iron just works better, so I use an iron. So that's how it looks before it's trimmed. It looks funky and ugly. It's not very pretty. If you are worried that you may not have laid your piece down properly, you can hold it up to the light and you can look through it and see if if you're covering a section that you need to cover, because you want to make sure that your fabric covers a whole section 3 or 2 or whatever one you're trying to cover. You can cut your pieces a little bigger should you feel that they're not large enough. I don't cut any of them. Some of them, the cuts are at quarter, a quarter or 3/4. I just cut them at the next half or whole size. I don't like cutting at the quarter. It's almost time to wash there, Wallace. And don't use so much soap this time. Okay, so now we've got them all done. This is how they look on the good side, the fabric side. This is the back side. Okay. Now we're going to trim them. Now, when I first made these, I trimmed them putting a 6.5-inch ruler on here. That was harder, I think, for me. That seemed harder to trim it that way. So you trim on the dotted line. So I found it easier just to grab a long ruler and just trim it off. Instead of trying to line it up and everything, this just seems easier. Okay, so when you're done trimming, it's just some pins. If my pin thing goes flying, it pins aren't gonna work. Okay. So this is how it looks on the back side. This is the possibilities quilt. And then there's the front side. Now, isn't that cool? And then you're going to rip off the paper. So you're going to rip. Now you can get someone in the house to help you rip these if you want. You can get one of the kids. You can get, your partner or somebody to help you if you want. If they'll do it, definitely a task someone can help you do. And then you can visit with them while you rip these off. Now, I like to rip the paper off before I sew them together. The only thing I have to be mindful is these are biased edges, so they can stretch a bit. So don't pull on them because they can distort. But that's what we've made, and we've made 8 of those because we need them for our block. So I'm going to trim them up, and then I'll rip I'm going to trim them all and then rip off all the papers. Then we'll sew them together and we'll have 2 more blocks ready to go. Hopefully they get a little easier as we go along. Next month, I think it's just a bit more basic. So time consuming. I can't remember what these, oh, that one needs to be ripped. What these finish at. I think it's a 12.5-inch block when it's all sewn together. Remember, you trim on the dotted line, sew on the solid. Well, most of it landed in the carpet. Not all of it. All right. Trim. Trim. Rotate. Trim. And you have to do these one edge. You cannot do these at the same time. You have to just trim them one at a time. It's a little time consuming, but you get amazing blocks. What are you doing? Okay. Are you eating something you're not supposed to be eating there, Bunny? Bunny is our little Pomeranian. She's just little. She's almost 11-month-old. Oh, she's doing really well. Body training, house training took so long. But I think we're getting it. And she barks now for us to let her out, which helps. Or she goes to the door. But if we're not paying attention to her, she does bark, which is. Oops. Make sure. I didn't change. This is the same blade that I've used to cut fabric. I didn't change it. I don't think I need to change it because I'm cutting fabric and paper. I don't think it's going to matter too much. And then it'll just get dull faster, so I just change it more often. Just make sure you always have extra blades on hand. So when it starts to get dull, you can change it because it's hard to cut through the layers if your blade is dull. Especially if there's this, a seam in it. I was saving some of these scraps and I realized I don't have time to even process these. I'm too busy. And really, what am I going to do with this? I don't know. I was going to cut a bunch of 1.5-inch squares, but I'm like, I can't. I don't think I can do it. In some cases, I'm only going to get 1 square anyways. I think we're just going to write it off. I'm going to worry about that part. It's fine. Okay, so let's just throw all this little loose thing there. Okay, so now we have to rip off all of the paper. Wallace, start washing, please. Wallace? Listen to me. Wallace? Can you start washing, please? And don't use as much soap as last time. That was too much soap. That was way too much soap. Huh? You get out. Get ready for bed. Okay. When you do a 1.5 stitch length, your stitches shouldn't rip out when you pull the paper off. They shouldn't. You shouldn't. Don't take all the paper off until you're gonna sew them together. So if I wasn't gonna sew these together right now, I would have left the paper. But I am gonna sew them together, so therefore I'm ripping the paper off. It's kind of like it's perforated. I'm getting tired. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired too. But I still gotta give Joe a bath or a shower. I know you want a shower. Okay, so once we get all of these ripped off, then we're gonna sew it together. Yeah. What's up? Babe. Oh my God. You're so funny. What if you're such a nut? What are you up to? I thought you were gonna I thought you were gonna wait till they were done their showers. Okay, I can do that. What?
You do this.
Are you gonna still be awake?
Well, just give me a shake.
Oh, Dave's just dancing and being silly, making mommy laugh. I want to see now he's dancing with Captain. Okay, go and get ready for your shower. Let's get out of the tub. They don't know. They don't know what I'm talking about. They're just looking at me laugh at you, funny man. They can't see anything. You can come all the way up to the desk. Yeah. I love you too. Hey, did you brought up the basket? Can you put it in here? Is the dryer done? Do you know? Do you want to check or no? I'll just leave it till tomorrow. Hey, it's only towel. Did he say leave it till tomorrow too? Aw. All my men are telling me to leave the laundry till tomorrow, so we just leave it till tomorrow. Did you pull the drain there, Wallace? No, let the water out. Joe needs to take a shower. What? Get away now and get ready. Take your braid out there, young lady. Don't tease him with it.
See, I did it.
You did. I saw you. Don't tease them.
Well, he's watching.
Okay. Excuse me. All right. So let's lay these out as we're going to sew them together. So it's essentially now a 4-patch that we're going to sew together. So the orange goes in the center. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. I guess I should use scissors. Oh, there's some water. Okay, dry off really good, and then put your pajamas on and go brush your teeth. Oh, look at this. You can't really see it. Let me turn it a little bit. Oh, that's gonna look amazing. And this is a green. It is a hunter green. Kind of looks like a gray, but it is green. It's totally green. So we're gonna sew it together. We're gonna stitch this together. It's gonna be really quick. Again, these are bias. These can be bias seams. So we need to just make sure that we're not pulling or stretching them. We're just gonna sew it together. Oh, up my stitch. So now I'm just doing my regular 2.5. That's what my machine was all to, so that's kind of what I just Some people sew with a 2-inch. If I was doing maybe smaller pieces, I would, but these are pretty good. And they're stitched together little tiny stitch, so it should be good to go. A quarter inch seam. Let's lay out the next one. Always easier if I lay it out, then I don't get confused. I often get confused. Just saves me from confusing myself. So stitch and watching. Cut that off just because it's pulling. Then I'm gonna sew this together. Then we're gonna sew it down. Wherever you seam. If there's still some paper there, we'll use our nail, kind of get it out of there. I will. Yep.
Are you going to bed right away?
And why? I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm still gonna go turn off all the lights downstairs. Okay. I asked you to take out your braid. Now go and do that. I did. Well, that doesn't mean I didn't say it. Get ready. Wallace, are you done yet in the bathroom? So this is Tulip Pink Block 13 is what this is that I cut up earlier today. Or maybe yesterday. I don't know if I cut this one today. I'm using that as my leaders and enders. Yeah, I'm doing it right. Okay. So that one's sewn together. We have to press it. Is he out of the bathroom yet? Wallace, come on. Other people need the bathroom. Pick up all those friggin' toys. Put them away. Yeah, so go in. Bunny she takes the toys. They leave them on the floor. Take them and chew them. You get bathtub toys all over the house. Okay, now we're gonna grab another one. So again, these are my leaders and enders. All right, let's press these and let's see how they turned out. Are you anxious to see it? Because I'm a little anxious to see it. I'm a little excited to see it. Wallace, let's go. You still got to brush and floss. Come on, Joe needs to get in the shower. When? Oh, there is one of the 2 blocks. I'm going to go check on these little brats and I'll be back. Get dressed. What the heck? Just get dressed right there. No, hey. Bacon, you're not bacon. No one can believe you anyway. Let's go.
No computer. Will you get you and fit?
No, come on.
They don't said I'm gonna go change in the better now. They do not fit.
and throw them in the garbage and just wear them out. Why up, Josie Colette?
Remember my mom's basement? Mom, do I have a clean ditch?
Wallace, be quiet.
Sorry,
Shower. You warm enough? Here, wash your hair. Use this first and then again. Okay, wash your body. Throw those in the garbage downstairs. Put your towel on the doorknob. Joe's in there. You can't go in there. Okay.
Babe, sweetie.
Yep. We're going to sleep. I'm not asleep yet. All right. Or a little bit of. So there is the second one. So they're the same. They're essentially in the same block. I'll just throw them in the garbage there. Okay, come and give me a hug, quick, quick. And get to bed. It's getting late. Okay.
I know.
Okay, go to bed. Go. Go night night. Read a book. Okay, so can you? Thank you. Good. Well, go and have a good sleep, my son.
I can was a squad like two.
Go.
Yeah, you what?
Just go. Go, go, go. Let's move these out of the way. I'm just gonna move these out a bit, and I'll show you them in a second. What? What? Okay, I'll be right there. Well, that really does look great, but it's green. It's green. What do you need help with? You already watched what? Huh? Mhm. So what you want to let that fit in me? Oh no. Fit. Yeah. No, no, I did. No, too much. Okay. Everybody is doing what they need to do. Okay, so let's flip this up. There they are. There's the first one and the second one. So we made the ones with the pink first. You can see that's depending on where it fits into the quilt, depends on what background it needs. That's why the second one we made has all purple, because of where it is in the quilt. They are in the corners of the quilt. So that looks really cool. I think that looks really great. Okay, so the next one that we need to make, I'm not going to make it tonight. That's too ambitious for me, I think. I don't think my brain can handle that. It'll have, let me show you. It'll be the exact same setup. I think I need to photocopy one of these ones. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I need a couple more. But essentially, you're using yellow, pink, some purple, and some white. So we've got a yellow. I buy a yellow? So I don't know. I think that yellow's okay. So then we'll just change it up. We're going to use some of that. And we just have to watch that we get them in the right position. So I'm just going to sew this together. And then we'll call it a night, I think. Because it was getting late. It is getting late for me. And I gotta get these kids to bed and lunches are done, so that helps. Tomorrow for dinner, I don't know. I haven't really decided. I've been doing a lot of slow cooker meals just because when I get home, I'm so tired that, it's nice to have something done and ready. And I can breathe a little bit. That's always nice. All right. So this goes like this. So thank you for the gifts and the likes and all that. Oh, look at I got an octopus on my head. Oh, that's funny. Thank you for that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, all those things that you need to do in order to stay in the know of what's going on over here at my personal studio. And what I'm doing with the Quilts for Survivors studio and all that fun stuff. Okay. I don't want to sew too much together because then sometimes I get a little confused. That's when I'm using that going. This and this. These two need to go together in the same row. So these are 100 modern blocks. It's a tulip pink book. It's just basic blocks, 6-inch blocks. Designed by Miss Tula. And I think they will be great. I think they will look really great. And I'm excited because this is block 13 of 100. So I'm moving right along. Or at least I like to think I am. So you give this a press. Okay. I'm going to sew this to this. Lining them up. A couple of anchoring stitches just to make sure there's no seams to line up. Which is always kind of nice. I mean, the seams help you though. They're like little checkpoints. Make sure you're doing it right. Just want to make sure that I'm doing this right. So this goes at the front here. Yes. It's very easy to get confused with how we're laying these out. So now it's again, no seams to line up. So we'll line them up with a couple of anchoring stitches and then just have it lay down. All right, then we have one more corner piece to put on, which is definitely awesome. Press. Ooh, it's looking so amazing. It's so great. I messed it up. I messed that row was back upside down. I was like, why does that look like that? I know I did. I turned it. I gotta rip it out. So that's why we go live too, as you see little oopsie doopsies that I make. Because nobody's perfect. But if we edit it, all those little mistakes are going to be edited out, and I look like a great sewer. And sometimes we feel a little frustrated because we're like, hey, this goes this. I did something wrong here. Because they're both, no, it's wrong. I did something wrong. Well, I can just take one of these off, I think, and flip it. So let me see. I'm gonna take, well, we're gonna rip this apart because it's wrong. It's not just upside down, it's wrong. Make sure you don't have any soap in your hair, love. So this needs to be, we're just gonna take this off. We're just gonna redo this. It's fine. Okay. I messed up somewhere. That's okay. Let's just take a moment and fix it. So this essentially goes on this side and this, no, that one's okay. This one is still wrong. Wait a minute. I don't think it matters. Except that is supposed to go that way, I guess. I don't know what the heck I did. I think I just got everything all turned around here. Well, we're just gonna rip it out. We're gonna re-sew it because it's all, I don't know what I did here. Okay, so this piece needs the polka dots to go that way. Okay. So make sure we don't flip anything around when we sew it. Jose, make sure you get all the soap out. Get all the soap out of your hair. Okay, so this one is also upside down or backwards or something. I don't know what the heck I did here. Is that supposed to be that way? So let's sew this down. That's, we'll just leave that. Maybe we did that one wrong too. Who knows? Okay, so this one is now going here with this. Okay. So now that one's going to be okay. Now this one is going to go that way. Okay. We're going to just, I don't know what the heck I did there, but you know what? It's okay. Nothing. Everything can be fixed. And if you haven't fixed it, if it's wrecked or you cut the fabric or something, you rip the fabric, you have to do is just recut it. It's not the end of the world. It really isn't. It's time to get out there, young lady. That girl stand in the shower for get out. You think she could just stand in there for hours and hours and rest. But you know, it's relaxing and it's cool. Okay, so now we're gonna go. Press that down. Doesn't matter. Because the stitches don't connect to anything else. All right, so now this is essentially in the middle. Just gonna grab, I'm not starting and I'll start another block and I'm gonna finish it. Just so I don't have to cut the thread or use all right. So my reward, I guess, for doing the foundation paper piecing is to do this block 13 of 100 modern quilts by Tula Pink. Or 100 modern quilts. This is the last one of the block, and then I started into the rectangles. Oh. So I'm gonna make sure I piece them together right, or all the pieces won't go together right. Let's put that seam ripper away. We don't want to use it if we don't. Right. That looks good. Now we're going to sew the bottom. And it should be, it's all matching up. So it doesn't matter what we did. It's all matching up nice. So that's good. I just got everything mixed around. Which happens, it's not the end of the world. I'm just going to use this. I will brush your hair in a minute. No, I'm not taking a shower. I'll take one in the morning. This piece. Okay, love. Good idea. Let's press it and see how it turned out. I'm very excited. And we can trim it to 6.5 to make sure that it's square. Yeah.
We'll see Saturday.
Don't just throw it at me. Just throw it here. Oh, and then we'll see. Yeah. You want tomorrow's Monday. Yeah, starts with an M. Okay, let's see if it's 6.5. Let's see. Let's cut it and see. Let's get rid of this design board. And we'll give it a trim. Wherever it may need to be trimmed. It may not even need to be trimmed. Who knows? Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I always find Monday mornings a little tougher than any other morning. I don't know if it's just, I don't know. I always find it a little harder. All right, so we are done. I will show you all of my blocks in just a moment. What are you sewing? I don't know when that came on. I am sewing, well, right now I'm sewing 100 modern blocks. So this is block 13 of the 100 modern blocks by Tula Pink. That's what I was working on. Before that, I was working on some pieces for my Possibilities quilt. This is a sew along. You can join in if you want. It's a block of the month. I've made 4 of 6 blocks, 2 of 3 designs. So let me just quickly show you. There they are. So those are the first ones that I did, the ones with the pink center. The second one is the one with the orange center. It's a little hard to see on here, but it's purple with green. It's a very dark green, almost looks like a gray, but it's a hunter green. That's what I'm sewing together. And this is the book that I'm using to sew the modern blocks. And I keep track of them. I don't have my 10. Oh, here it is. Oops, my rotary cutter. And I'm keeping track so that I know where I'm at. I wrote down when I started, and then I'll write down when I finish. And I'm just going to keep sewing them. I'm hoping to have them done by June. The quilt actually done by June. Now, I've changed my mind a little bit. So let me just swing this around as we add block 13 to our collection of our modern blocks. So let me flip the camera up so you can see. I've got stuff everywhere here. Oh, there we go. Not the best angle there, but I've got cords all over the place. Okay. I think we're okay. Yeah. So there's block 13. Now these may not stay in this order. I may move them around a little bit. when I put it together. But this is essentially what I have so far. All right, so thank you for joining. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. I gotta go get some kids put to bed, and don't forget to join the fan club. Don't forget to like, follow, and share. Go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe so that you're notified when I come live. I'm gonna try to use a little bit more of the YouTube channel as well, just because not everyone uses TikTok, not everyone uses Facebook or Instagram. So just trying to get everyone involved. Thank you. I love it too. I think they're turning out absolutely amazing. They're really fun to make. They're all 6.5 inches. I think they turned out really, really nice. What do you think, Joe? I got a thumbs up from Joe. So thanks, sweetheart. All right, we will chat again soon. Chimigwich. Good night.